Hey guys, welcome to the room of my sick obsession. Happy Show Off Saturday, and I'll just start off by showing you this really long poster, I guess. It's Walmart, it came from Walmart, and I think it's used to advertise outside, because it's pretty thick fabric. The Walmart part is actually folded over, because this thing is way too long to fit on my staircase. It's actually like 20 feet long at the longest it can be. Here's a Rayquaza here. I paid about 25 Canadian for it at a yard sale, and I just thought it was awesome. It's the first thing people see when they enter my game room usually, because this is the stairs to a basement, which is why you can see the fuse box and stuff. Random Metroid poster. And here's where we get to the actual brunt of it all. Some figures there. Just do a wide shot here. Alright, we'll start with this shelf. This is not my main shelf. This has all my PS4 and Switch stuff, and then just some stuff I couldn't fit on my favorite shelf, so some figures up top. PS4 games. Everything's sealed. I do intend to play eventually. Some of them I've already played on PC, so they're staying sealed for now, but I will open them eventually. And got some random GameCube there. Some boxed stuff that I couldn't fit anywhere else. There's some Japanese N64. They're all Mario Party. I got them because you don't really need to be able to read to play those games. Some Wii stuff. My small Switch collection. I'm not a huge fan of the red spine, so I might do a custom spine on each red game eventually. Got my little GameCube Game Boy player disc down there. We've got PSP, my tiny Vita collection, very tiny. Some Xbox and PS2. None of these are in exact order, so you'll see a lot of stuff that's just in random spots. Sorry to confuse you. Some 360, PS4 that I couldn't fit up top. The main amount of my PS1 collection. One greatest hits game left, which is Croc. I intend to replace that with a black label eventually. Let's see if I can focus on what I've got here. I'll have pictures eventually. Probably take them tomorrow or later tonight. Some DS and 3DS stuff. Over here we've got PS3. I think PS3 is the console I have the most games for. More PS3, some PS2, and there's some Xbox down there, 360 stuff. A couple PC games there. My small anime collection of anime that I have left. Just a couple odds and ends games there. And just some DVDs that no one cares about. Okay. This is my main shelf. Got some of my favorite games up top. So, got the Demon Souls and Dark Souls. There's a deluxe edition of Demon Souls. Got some cool figures to go with it. Final Fantasy VII. I actually just beat these games recently. I really love the story, but the combat wasn't doing it for me. But the remake is just spectacular. Love everything about it. And Spyro. The second Spyro game specifically is actually my third favorite game of all time. So, yeah, I love the Spyro games. They're great. I'm hoping to get another First for Figures statue, but they're just so expensive. So, one day. Alright, some games here. All along the top is PS3, and I really like the shelf because the doors slide open. So, there's PS3 all along here. Some nice stuff there. Now, on the next shelf, actually I think I'll just show two at a time. We've got PS2 and GameCube down there and Wii stuff. And then over on this side, we've got some box set stuff, and there's some Xbox and Wii U stuff down there. Now down here, we've got game guides and some art books and stuff like that. Mostly guides though. Some magazines down here, which you can't really see. Like we got Nintendo Power. They're all covered in plastic, so you can't really see those too well. Here, I love this thing. This is, like, I have a couple comics, but this is the main comic I actually keep track of. It's a Spider-Man comic, and it's signed by Stan Lee, the artist and the author. Stan Lee didn't actually make the specific comic, so yeah, this comic, it was only available if you bought like multiple cases of the specific one. The cover is exclusive. Behind there, we just got some random manga, not really important. Alright, let's check out where I sit to play all my console games. So yeah, I like this TV stand quite a bit. I don't have to drill holes into my walls to place my TV up somewhere, so that's nice. And it's really minimalistic, so it just kind of like lets me put all my consoles here, and it doesn't really stand out or look gross or anything. Got my console spaghetti, or my cord spaghetti in the back. Hopefully you can't see it too much. Yeah, so let's check out what consoles are here. Okay. So we got a 60 gig PS3 FAT there. And then we got my Kingdom Hearts 3 PS4. Let's see if you can see that properly. Bad lighting, bad lighting. My N64 here, it's jungle green. This is the color I originally had when I was younger, but my original one broke, so I had to get an ice blue, but I just really wanted jungle green again, so I bought it, and I ended up selling my ice blue to my friend, so glad that made him happy. Okay. Smash Bros. Switch. Minimalistic, but I still think it's the best one. And then I got the Smash Bros. Pro Controller. Over here, I got a regular Xbox 360 Slim. I don't know, I haven't really bothered to get a special one yet, just because I don't play it as much, so. But I do play the OG Xbox quite a bit. I got the Crystal one. Yeah, it's definitely my favorite Xbox console out of the 3 of them, I guess. Dreamcast, play occasionally, same with the classic consoles. I don't know. I just play Sony consoles the most, and then Nintendo, I guess. So yeah, PS2 is still my favorite. Well, one of my favorites, I guess. I get a lot of play on this one. Soft modded, got a hard drive, all that cool stuff. The GameCube, I prefer wired controllers, which is why the Wavebirds are in the 3rd and 4th slot. Just for if I get lazy or if I need to play from further away. I don't know, my game room's not that huge, so I don't think I need to. Got my Wii soft modded, play a lot of WiiWare and Virtual Console games on it especially. On to this display shelf here. Yeah, I don't really put a lot of games on here because it's way too deep to do so. I've got my green controllers up top. Brawler 64 is awesome, but I still really love playing with the regular N64 controllers too, so. Dreamcast stuff, VMU still sealed. Some Zelda stuff. This thing is a piece of crap. I paid a ton of cash for it, and it barely lights up, and it only runs on AAA, so it dies quite a bit. Quite often. More Zelda stuff. Got some guides in the back there, Ocarina of Time and Twilight Princess. Cartridges. New 3DS XL, the Hyrule Edition. Much prefer the Majora's Mask one, though. The Wind Waker Wii U gamepad. Pretty cool. Some Pokemon stuff with some guides in the back. This is mostly just all the ones in like plastic cases and stuff, not the cartridges, so got all the newer ones, except for the shitty ones. Got the X and Y 3DS XL there, and it's kind of hard to see, but I got the Pokemon Black DSi there. Unfortunately, I don't have Pokemon Black though. I only have White and White 2, so. Down here I got a bunch of random stuff. Hollow Knight, Love that game, and Undertale, got both collector's editions there. Drill Dozer on GBA, Xenoblade Definitive, some art books, Tales of Exilia 2 and Persona 5. Some more art books down there, some boxes, and down here I just got some random controllers and stuff, keep some memory cards and things in that drawer down there. Now up here, I'm particularly proud of this thing. I use it to hold my controllers. It barely takes up any space too, which is really nice. I think you're supposed to use it for shoes, so yeah, just look up like shoe holder or something, I think. My posters, oh yeah. So this room has a fair bit of space for VR, but apparently not enough for my mom. When she came over to play Super Hot, she ended up punching a crack in this poster, unfortunately, so that's all cracked up now. Oh, let's see. Oh yeah, PS3 workstation over there, work in progress. Over here, got some detolfs. Got that PS1 light, it's pretty sweet. Let's start here, I guess. I just set this up, so this is some Falcom stuff, Ease and Trails stuff. It's gonna get bigger, definitely. Got some Nendoroids down there. Estelle, Fina, and Renee. Persona. So, Persona 4 is definitely my favorite Persona game, as you can see from the figures, but they're all really fun, so. Got some more down here. Yukiko's definitely the best female lead in Persona 4, in my opinion. Over here, more Pokemon. This is like all the cartridge games and stuff. Gen 2 is definitely my favorite, which is why I have box copies of both Heart Gold, Soul Silver, and Gold and Silver. Got the guides down there. Down here is just some random RPGs. Legend of Dragoon is actually my favorite game of all time, but there's not a lot of merch for it, besides like the gross looking figures, so that's why I'm not showing stuff off too much for it. This guy is also in my top 5 favorites. Down here, I don't know if you can see it very well, there's a Monster Hunter 3 PSP. I really like it. It's the 3000, it's got a gold accent, and it's also got handles like the 1000 models have. Lunar Games there, complete in box. Tales games. Alright, so Tales of Exilia is my favorite of the Tales series. That's why I got the figures for it. Got Rolo with the watch there. It's kind of cute. So Final Fantasy stuff. This is where you'll see like the stuff besides Final Fantasy VII. Got the Wonder Swan down there, Dissidia. Crystal Chronicles is probably my favorite Final Fantasy game of all time. The story's kind of lacking, but the gameplay all makes up for it. I'm so excited for the remake. Over here, more Final Fantasy stuff, some guides down there. Final Fantasy VI is amazing, and I don't know, number 1 is kind of dated at this point. I played way too much of it, and it's just so boring to me now, but it was good for its time. Let's see, I think we're getting pretty close to the end here. I mean, we got my computer desk and stuff. This is where I play all my PC games, and yeah, got some RGB there. Now, my PC actually has RGB on it, but one of the fan lights broke, so I just switched it all to red instead. And yeah, this is where I keep most of my cartridge games. Got all my N64 and Game Boy. These are nail polish stands, but they work pretty well for display. Got some Nendoroids here from Tails, BlazBlue, Mugen Souls, Disgaea. More little figures down there. Got those Wii remotes, pretty cool. Got some soundtracks in the back there too. Then up here we just got some boxes left. I really like how all these look, so thought I'd put them up. My Vita, my DSi, PSP, some SPs there, and some whiskey. Get your drink on, I guess. Yeah, I think that's about it. Well, I hope you enjoyed checking it out. Happy Show Off Saturday.